The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim 2024 Review Introduction. The War of the Rohirrim is an animated feature set in J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth, taking place centuries before the events of The Lord of the Rings. Directed by Kenji Kamiyama, the film delves into the history of Helm Hammerhand, the legendary king of Rohan, and the creation of Helm's Deep, the iconic fortress seen in Peter Jackson's live-action films. As a prequel, it offers an exciting exploration of Rohan's rich past and the heroic struggles of its people. Plot overviews. At around 250 years before the events of The Lord of the Rings, the film follows Helm Hammerhand, the king of Rohan, as he faces a brutal siege from the Dunlendings. Helm's battles with external invaders and internal conflicts within his own kingdom serve as the backbone of the narrative. His journey becomes entwined with that of Hera, a young woman seeking vengeance for the death of her father, and Wulf, a warrior whose ambitions led him down a dark path. The film portrays Helm's struggle to protect his people, ultimately leading to the creation of Helm's Deep as a defensive stronghold. Animation and visual style. The animation in The War of the Rohirrim is a standout feature. The film's style combines the traditional Japanese anime aesthetic with the grandeur and detail of Tolkien's world. The action scenes, especially the large-scale battles, are beautifully choreographed and immersive. The design of Rohan, the epic landscapes, and the distinctive architecture of Helm's Deep capture the essence of Middle-earth while offering a fresh visual perspective. The vibrant and dynamic animation complements the sweeping, emotionally charged narrative. Characterization and voice acting. Helm Hammerhand, voiced by Brian Cox, is the central character, and his performance imbues the character with gravitas and depth. The film explores Helm's journey from a proud and mighty king to a figure shaped by the weight of responsibility, tragedy, and sacrifice. His internal struggles resonate with viewers, creating a powerful emotional arc. Hera, the young protagonist, adds an important perspective to the story. Her journey from a vengeful daughter to a courageous warrior gives the film a strong emotional core. The voice acting, particularly from Miranda Otto reprising her role as Owen from the live-action films, adds authenticity to the film's connections to the wider Lord of the Rings universe. Wulf, a conflicted antagonist, is portrayed with complexity, and while his motivations are somewhat predictable, his character serves as an effective foil to Helm. The supporting cast of Rohirrim warriors and Dunlending invaders rounds out the narrative, with solid performances that add depth to the central themes of honor, vengeance, and loyalty.
Themes and emotional resonance. The War of the Rohirrim explores themes that are central to the larger Lord of the Rings mythos, such as heroism, sacrifice, and the cost of war. Helm's character arc explores the burden of leadership and the personal toll it takes on a ruler. His downfall, driven by personal loss and betrayal, echoes the broader tragedy found throughout Tolkien's work. The film also touches on themes of vengeance and justice, as Hera seeks to avenge her father's death while struggling with the moral consequences of her actions. Her journey reflects the broader struggle between the desire for personal revenge and the higher calling of justice for the greater good. Connections to the larger Lord of the Rings universe. As a prequel, The War of the Rohirrim enriches the Lord of the Rings lore, particularly the history of Rohan and its people. The creation of Helm's Deep is explored in greater detail, adding layers to its significance in the later stories. The film also offers tantalizing glimpses of iconic characters, such as Saruman and Gandalf, tying the events of the film to the greater narrative of Middle-earth. The world building is meticulous, maintaining the rich tone of Tolkien's work while offering new perspectives and stories. Action and battle sequences. Battles in The War of the Rohirrim are spectacular, with sweeping animations of large-scale combat between the Rohirrim and Dunlendings. The animation is fluid, making the action sequences dynamic and exciting. The film's depiction of siege warfare, the formation of defensive lines, and the clash of swords are engaging and packed with tension, particularly in the lead-up to the construction of Helm's Deep. Overall impression. The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim is a thrilling and emotionally resonant addition to the Middle-earth saga. While it may not have the same grandiosity as Peter Jackson's live-action trilogy, the film successfully captures the spirit of Tolkien's world. The animation style, voice acting, and character depth provide a fresh yet familiar take on Rohan's history, giving fans a deeper connection to the land and people of the Riders of Rohan. Rating: 4/5. Recommendation: Highly recommended for fans of Tolkien's universe, especially those who appreciate detailed world building and epic historical narratives within Middle-earth. The film stands out as both an entertaining prequel and a worthy addition to the larger Lord of the Rings legacy.